Now I give the floor to Organization for Human Rights. Karen, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having me. My name is Sa'id and I'm speaking on behalf of my organization, Kارون. Today I want to take you to Ahvaz, the beating heart of Iran's industry and agriculture, and to a region now facing one of the most severe environmental crises in the Middle East. Ahvaz, officially known as Khuzestan province, suffers from both environmental disaster and human rights violations. Millions of Ahwazi Arabs live under discrimination, poverty, and limited access to clean water, healthcare, and education, despite Ahvaz being one of Iran's richest regions in oil and natural gas. Peaceful protests over water shortages, unemployment, and pollution are often met with arrest, torture, and even execution, addressing the required transparency and respect for basic human rights. For decades, Ahvaz has been transformed by oil production, large-scale agriculture, dam construction, and industry. But behind this progress lies an ecological and human catastrophe. Deliberate mismanagement, systematic climate change, and decades of unregulated development have pushed both the ecosystem and its people to the brink. Consider the tragedy of palm groves. In 2025, fires destroyed more than 44,000 date palm trees, the livelihood of generation. The disaster was not purely natural. Drought, falling groundwater level, and the lack of firefighting facility left farmers helpless. Thousands lost their income and were forced to leave their lands. Two of the region's most precious wetlands, Rural Azim and Falahiyya or Shadiban, are vanishing due to the dam construction and water extraction for oil industry. Their destruction brings dust storm, degraded air quality, and the collapse of local biodiversity, worsening the health of entire communities. In July 2021, Ahwazi people protested the diversion of Kárون River water to central provinces. The protesters were met with a violent crackdown, leaving at least 11 dead and 100 arrested, exposing not only an environmental disaster, but a deep crisis of governance and justice. Another threat is sugarcane expansion. Over 120,000 hectares are now devoted to sugar production, draining groundwater, displacing farmers, and salinizing the soil. Traditional farming community are being uprooted and their way of life is disappearing. And perhaps the most visible sign of the crisis in the air itself, Ahvaz frequently ranks among the most polluted cities in the earth. In January 2024 alone, more than 5,000 people sought medical care due to the dust storm and air pollution. Children grow up with chronic respiratory problems. Adults struggle with asthma, heart disease, and exhaustion. Simply breathing has become hazardous. When Ahwazi people speak out, they face bullets, prisons, and prosecution. These are not isolated events, but a part of systematic policy of environmental destruction and demographic engineering, a policy that amounts of environmental crimes and arguably ethnic cleansing. This is why we cannot merely tell this story. We must act. I call on the United Nations Special Reporter on Human Rights in Iran to investigate these abuses. I urge environmental organizations worldwide to demand an end to the river divergence, the restoration of wetlands, and sustainable water management before the damage becomes irreversible. Ladies and gentlemen, Ahwaz is on the edge of collapse. Its crisis is urgent, its lesson universal, and its people are waiting, not for sympathy, but for action. The question is whether we, as a citizen of the shared planet, will listen, learn, and act before it's too late. Thank you very much.